tends to work. I haven't been here in a very, very, very long time. So I have been wanting to do a video for a while, and I decided today's the day. It's Sunday, February 7th, which is Super Bowl Sunday, and we did not have church today because we had snow. You might be able to hear a snowblower in the background. And also I'm in my bedroom and it's echoey in here because there is no furniture. And I'll tell you all about that. This is a video about cross stitch and about stash and about designs and favorite things and catching up. So I'm so glad you're here, and I'm really thankful for people who stick with me because I can be hit and miss. I am very, very ADD, and so when Laura, the serial starter, talks about squirrel, well, that's my life. And I work very hard at not being that way, but I do tend to get pulled away on in many different ways. So let me start with where I am. I am sitting in my bedroom. We are having construction done of our master bedroom and bath. I say master bedroom and master bath with a chuckle, actually, because our rooms are small. Our bathroom is only big enough for one person. But it was the original bathroom from when the house was built in 1987. So it had it has a stand-up shower, and so it had just that insert, that plastic insert, and tiny, and a little stock cabinet. And everything was just worn out and didn't look great. So my next door neighbor is my contractor. He did my kitchen and family room 2 years ago, I think. He's just a wonderful neighbor, he and his wife and son, and very helpful. If something goes wrong, we can call him and he'll come over and help us out. He's just a super nice guy. So the bad thing is, because he works us in his schedule, sometimes he'll go for days and not be here. So that makes our projects take longer, but I like giving him the work. I like having someone that I can trust because he's my neighbor. So if he screws up, that doesn't make for good neighbor relations. And we have a good working relationship. The other thing is that he does what I ask, even when he doesn't get it. I had him put wood on my ceiling like I have downstairs in my kitchen and family room. And then I had him cut 8-inch wide pieces of good quality plywood and put down on my floor, which I then painted. Well, first of all, he didn't get using plywood. Well, it's a really economical way to get a hardwood floor that is going to be painted. So I know some people stain them, I don't like that, but I was gonna paint it, so why put down expensive hardwood plus I wanted the 8-inch width, and that's very expensive. So he cut it, laid it. I put down a coat of kind of a grayish white paint, which is the same color as what's on the walls, if you can kind of see. Of course, the color isn't true in the camera. And then the squares are that gray-green color that is at the top of the ceiling, or the walls. So anyway, let's hope the iPad stays. This is our closet. We don't have a walk-in closet. We have just a bifold door, opens up. So he made us some custom shelves, and it's actually going to give us a lot more room. He put LED lights in there. My tiny little bathroom has 3 lights. It has a LED light in the shower, it has a light in the fan, and then it'll have a light for the light fixture over the sink. He bumped I'm gonna turn the camera around to see if you can see it, and it won't make you sick. So the bathroom, he bumped out 2 feet so that he's putting in a 48-inch vanity. I'm gonna try to fix this again. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, sorry about that. So I'm gonna have a nice big vanity, big mirror, He's going to tile my shower. It's going to be a couple inches bigger than the original built-in. He'll put a little shelf where I can put my foot when I shave my legs, and he's going to put a little like a niche where I can put my shampoo and stuff. So I'm super excited for that. He's working on the plumbing. The plumbing wasn't done really well initially, so he has had to reroute some things and fix some things. And so this week we'll be putting in the pan of the shower and then starting with the tile. So I'm very excited, and I will show pictures when it's all done. So I'm up here because our whole house is torn up, because that's how it goes with construction, and you start taking things apart and you realize you have way more than you need, and especially clothes, because we don't go anywhere. I'm home all the time. I wear leggings and sweatshirts, and I wear the same 4 things. So I have a lot of clothes to get rid of, a lot of shoes I don't wear anymore, and I'm going to try to really, I've done very well not buying new clothes. I get sales ads all the time in my inbox, and I get so tempted, but I don't need anything. I don't go anywhere. So I'm going to really try to pare down, get everything put away and a lot of things gone, and then get the house put back together. It wears on your nerves when things are torn up, and it's old. We're sleeping in a different bed, a smaller bed. We sleep in a king bed, and so we're in a queen bed, and stuff, clothes and shoes and boxes and things everywhere. Stuff is everywhere. And so yeah, I've kept my cool, and Chuck has kept his cool, but we both are kind of over it. So we'll be really excited when everything's done. So anyway, I am so glad to be back. I have been stitching all along. I've done a little bit of designing, not a lot. It's been harder to concentrate and work with people in and out of the house than I thought it would be. And originally, I got accepted into the Nashville Needlework market, which I was thrilled about, because I was on a wait list. I got in. They moved it to the end of May, and I had a million ideas in my head, but I was really struggling at sitting down and getting things out. Well, then the market was canceled. There is an online market in March, the beginning of March, and I considered doing that, but I just don't feel ready, and I hate to rush, and I'm hoping that the construction will be done by March, but I don't think we'll have things put back together. I have a lot of things in my office that don't belong there because we had to move furniture and put it wherever we could. And so it's not a good working environment for me right now. I have been stitching though, and so that is what keeps my sanity. So I will show you my works in progress, and I'll show you, I have one finish that I've had done for a little while. In addition to all of the construction that we've had done, Chuck and I both had some hospital procedures done in December, and I had a total hysterectomy, which, sorry if that's TMI, but I have to tell you that it was the most amazing thing, that it was in-out surgery, and I had no restrictions other than not lifting anything heavy. And so I can, as of March 8th, I think that will be my 3-month date, I can start, jogging and exercise and lifting things, moving furniture, that sort of thing. So I had minimal pain. Was kind of tired the day after just because I was under, and I had some problems with nausea because of the way they put me on the bed to do the surgery. It was robot assisted. I had like a sore abdomen, but that was it. So, in years past, it was such an ordeal to have a hysterectomy. And I have I have a bad breast cancer history, not with myself, thankfully. But my grandmother had breast cancer. My mother died at 37 from breast cancer. My sister had a very aggressive breast cancer. So I feel happy that my ovaries are gone, honestly. And because that is a scary thing. And ovarian cancer and breast cancer sometimes are kind of entwined. And so I'm glad that's done. Really easy recovery. My husband had another heart procedure and he's feeling much better. He's had a couple episodes, but it's not been as bad as it was before. So he's glad that that's done and feeling better. So things are looking up as far as health-wise goes. We feel like we're kind of getting, back to normal that way. We're still not going out because of COVID, and minimally. And so we're mostly home, and we talk to our contractor, and we take the dog for a walk, and we watch streaming shows, and he does a crossword puzzle and I do Sudoku every day, and that's kind of our life right now. But we're not alone. I know that's pretty much what everybody else is doing. Those that are still going out to work, I'm sure that's a good outlet for them to have other people to talk to, and I do miss that. Don't have that contact with other people other than I talk to my daughters, my daughter-in-law, my son, but mostly that's text. Sometimes we'll do FaceTime, but don't see the kids very often. It's lonely. It gets lonely. So anyway, that's my life story right now, and that took a long time. I'm sorry, I rambled on a lot. I want to talk about this. I won an Instagram contest from Zappy Dots. I don't win. I don't do a lot of, I only enter my name if it's something I really want. I don't want to win things just to win things. I have too much stuff anyway. But I did put my name in for Zappy Dots, and I won. I was so excited. So let me see this girl's name. Sarah Berenson, and she's the artist, and I had a choice of cats or dogs, and I got the dogs, and super cute. And so I got the necklace, I got the needle nanny. Let me see if I can show the needle nanny. Super cute. And I got a scarf, and here's the scarf, and has this black and white design on one side, and it has the dogs on the other. It's a cooling wrap. It's really nice. I could even wear it over, if I needed to. Super cute, and I was thrilled to win. I didn't know if I would use this necklace. I didn't think it was something that, what am I gonna do with it? But here's what I found. I don't think I have my scissors, but my scissors will, I can just, because this is a magnet and it's interchangeable, you can put different things in here, comes out. So I just put my scissors on here. I always put my needle in my fabric, so I don't use it for needles, but my scissors will hang there, and then they're always right there, because I'm really bad about laying them on the arm of the chair or something. They drop on the floor, so this just keeps them handy. So I'm thrilled with this, and thank you, Zappy Dots. I love your products. I have a lot, and maybe someday my designs will be on Needle Nanny. That would be so exciting. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite things that I'm loving right now. One thing is, I don't know if you all are familiar with Bobbi Brown makeup. I've used Bobbi Brown products for years, but she sold her company. I'm not sure which big company bought it, but L'Oreal, I don't know, somebody did. And so she started another line. It's called Jones Road, and it's all very natural, very light, works very well for all ages, but especially for women my age. It gets a little harder with makeup. I've got a lot of lines, and I have trouble with things settling in the lines, and I don't wear glitter, and I don't wear bright colors, and so I just need something to kind of brighten me up a little bit, but I don't wear a lot of makeup. So I have been using the Jones Road products. It's new, that she doesn't have a ton of things out, but she has this product called Miracle Balm, and there's a few different colors, and it's just nice. You can use it on your lips, your cheeks, it's moisturizing. It's just really, really nice. So that's one of my new favorites. My nails, and I've talked about this on Instagram. I don't like long nails, and I think I cut myself. It looks like I have a little bit of blood on that finger, but I love painted nails. It makes me feel finished, put together. And even when I'm wearing my old sweatshirt with a paint glob on it, and I wear leggings, having my nails done just makes me feel better. But I'm not good at painting my nails, and I don't like to go to the salon, even when it was perfectly safe to go to a salon. It takes too long. I just don't like it. So sometimes I would paint my nails, but I would always feel, I'm super critical, of course, and would pick at them. And then, 3 days later, they're all chipped, and it's all that work. And so I found that these are red Aspen, and I put the link in my bio on Instagram. They have other, makeup and things, and I don't use that, but these nails, I love them. They're like between $13 and $15 for a set. I think there's 20 different nails, and then you get everything you need. Your nails in a whole bunch of different sizes, and I have some weird shaped nails. I have big nails. I have man hands, and my hands are just like my dad's. And like this nail is really a weird shape, and these nails are so thin, they just fit. It's easy to find something that will fit nicely on your nails. The other thing is, I don't like long nails. I can't stand long nails, and they're fine for other people. I just can't stand them for me. So I put these on, and they're longer, not huge long, but they're actually the short length is what I buy. But then I cut them off short, super short, because that's what I like. So they're easy to put on. I just cut them and file them. They glue on. I get a good week out of them. And I do shower and wash dishes and pick at things and pet my dog, and I do everything, and they stay on. But if one does happen to pop off, you just put a little bit more glue. So for the $13, you get everything you need to put your nails on. The only thing that doesn't come with them are clippers. So you get the file, you get the new glue, you get all the different nails, and they have a lot of different colors. This is a real neutral, and I like dark reds, and then I've had some grays, and they're just nice. They're easy, 15 minutes, and I'm put together. So I'm really, really happy with them. I think that says they can last up to 2 weeks. I get a week. And they're reusable, but I'm very rough on my nails, and so they'll have scratches on them, and on the corners, when I was painting and then picking at the paint, I had a couple places that chipped a little bit because I was being rough with it. So I don't reuse mine. I have reused some, but not all of them. But it's economical. I can get 2 or 3 full sets out of 1 pack of nails, and I've even trimmed some up that were too big and trimmed them to fit, and it works. So that's the beauty part of it. And I'm not a girly girl. That's about the extent of my beauty regimen. But anyway, I love them, and my daughter started using them, Courtney, and she just thought they would be silly, and she loves them too. She uses them all the time. Something else that I love that I started using last fall, I'd seen these before, 1 line a day, and it's a 5-year journal. I keep this beside my bed, and so you can see, like May 1st, you get 5 years that you can write just a line, or I kind of fill each day up. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. At the end of the 5 years, you're going to have a really wonderful record, and I just kind of, scribble in there, and write things down. So all I have in there today is it's Super Bowl Sunday. And it's just a great way to keep track of what goes on in your life. You don't have to write a lot. You don't have to put things in there. It's just simple for me. I keep it by my bed, and every night before I go to bed, I just write a couple lines in there. And already, let's see, when did I start? September? Yes, I started September and of 2020. And already I can look back and, there's things I wouldn't have remembered if I hadn't written them down. Nothing earth-shattering, nothing amazing, just little snippets of my life. So I got one for my granddaughter, and she's been using it too. She loves it. I got it from Amazon. Wasn't very expensive, and it's just kind of a nice little thing to keep. The other thing I love, of course, is the Needlework, a Needlework Enthusiast Book of Days, and it's from Needlework Press. And these have been around several years, and I love them. January, nothing. I put it away to get ready for January, and I haven't put anything in it. So I need to get on it. I need to go back. That's a nice thing about this too, though, is I can go back, look at this, and fill things in. So I've only been stitching on one thing, so I don't have a lot of exciting things to put in there. But I have ordered a few things, and so I need to start working on that. But these are nice. They're just nice. They always, there's a lot of nice things in there. There's graph paper in there, place for notes. She has vintage charts, plenty of room to write nice quotes in there. She does such a nice job, and she's done these for years, and I love them. I get one every year. I think I got that from Dying to Stitch, because Ann and Pat keep me. I'll send her a little note. Please send me this, and she, puts together things for me and sends, which is super nice. I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to move on. I'm sorry. This is taking. I have more favorite things than I have time for, I think. These houses, I've shown these on Instagram before, but these little clay houses are made by Renee Plains. Renee's been around for a long time, and I want to say she was a quilt designer. She's so talented, and she's really into pottery, and she does beautiful pieces. But I love these houses. They're quirky. I can't remember what this process is called that makes them look so weathered, but she sells these in her Etsy shop, and so I only have two. I'd like to get some more, but I love the colors. I love the quirkiness of them. They're not perfect. The insides are hollow, and they're just really sweet. So if that's something you like, I say look her up and buy some of her awesome houses. All right, now to stitching. So I told you about my Zappy Dots, which I'm all excited about. I've actually finished something, and I can't remember the name of this. And I looked for the chart, and of course I couldn't find it. But this is an old handwork chart. I think this is from the 80s. It's old, but I do think you can still get it. So if I can find the name of the chart, I will put it down in the notes. I stitched this in DMC, and I got stuck in this part over here. This was a lot of almost like confetti stitching. I hate that. A little bit here, a little bit there, change colors a lot. But I pushed through, that sounds so dramatic, and got it done. So I need to get it framed. It's so pretty. It's so subtle. I love the blue. Really, really nice. So that is actually a finish, which I'm super happy about. I have some works in progress. And so I have, what's the name of this one? Handwork, Sarah Ann Wilcox. And let me take it out of the bag so you can see it. I started this years and years and years ago and put it away, and then I got it back out and I put it away again, and I need to get back and finish it up. Let's see if I can just put this over top. I'm I'm really getting close to being done. I need to finish over one verse on the bottom, finish the honeysuckle, and then there's satin stitch that I have to do. Now this lady was kind of a free form satin stitch, and I just wasn't happy with it, but I finally got to the point after ripping it out several times that it's just gonna have to do. I think she still has a hat that she needs to have on, but it's really, really pretty. Once the satin stitch is all done, I think it's just gonna be gorgeous. I love the colors. I am stitching this with a mix of DMC and silk. The red is needlepoint silk, and it's really, really pretty. So that one I need to get finished. And then the other one that I've been working a lot on lately, and I don't know why, I find it really calm and easy to work on, and just makes me happy, is this. It's called Seasons of Friendship Quaker Sampler. Sorry, it's from the girls at Dying to Stitch, and this is an older piece that they had. Actually, their design name was Crown and Thistle, and it's really pretty, and it's big. The original full-size sampler is really big. I'm stitching it on 25 count. What am I stitching it on? 28 count, I think. Over one. And I'm getting close to getting the top section done. I'm using silk, and it's all one color. This section right here, I love. That's my favorite. I think it's so pretty. But it's just been relaxing. This fabric is really easy to see. The holes are super easy to see, so doing it over one is not a problem. The silk is super nice. This fabric I got from Dying to Stitch, and the silk I'm using is Gloriana Hazelnut is the color. And it's such a nice silk. And it just goes through the fabric so nicely, and it's plump enough, but not too plump. And so I've been working on that exclusively for a while, and I really love it. I'm excited. I think it'll be so pretty once it's framed. Something else that I've started working on, but I'm not enjoying it, and I'm thinking about getting rid of it if someone wants it. Oh, my good friend Jan made this bag for me, and so I have the project in the bag. It's so pretty. She sent it to me for Christmas, which was so thoughtful. But this was a limited series called, what's it called? Birds of a Feather. And I think it was 3 parts. Here's the finished. I remember, what's her name? Why does that happen? Pops right out of my head. Farm girl, Michelle, she stitched this and finished it, and I thought it was so pretty, and I knew I had it. I dug it out, but I'm just not enjoying it. And I think that's what happened initially. I started working on it, and I just wasn't enjoying it. And I'm not sure why, but I kind of feel at this point in my life like I only have so much time to stitch. I think I really need to work on things that really speak to me. And I think it's pretty. I don't know why. I just don't think I'm ever going to do it. So I'm thinking about if anyone would like to take it on, sharing it and passing it on. I have some of the threads, I have all of the charts, and then I have what I think it's the called for fabric, which I don't know what it is, a linen. I want to say it's probably 36 count. And then some of the overdyed threads. Let's see if it says on here. it is using 35 count weeks Confederate gray. 1 strand over 2 threads of linen. So anyway, there's that. And then the last thing, had everything in such good order, and then boom. This is an old City Stitcher. She had the best charts. A Guide to Thee. It's an original design. I've had it. It was $5. $5. And I'm stitching it on 40 count weeks parchment. And that's what I have done so far. Now, the center of the flowers are satin stitched. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I might just cross stitch. Anyway, it's just an oldie but goodie. So this, I pull this out every once in a while and work on it. And it's all DMC. So, that is that. I found something in my office. I kind of forgotten about it. This is an old, this is a class I taught years ago at a shop in New York, and I can't remember the name of it. But I had everyone bring a piece of stitching that they had started and knew they would never finish. And this is an old Mary Gary chart. Do you remember her design? She had some really nice things. And I had started this, but I didn't like the linen. You know, do you remember when the linen used to be almost see-through and the linen threads were so tiny? That's what this is. And I'm guessing it's 40 count. So I made a template, and I had people use their leftover, their piece they weren't going to finish, and made it into a heart. It's attached at the top with a place for scissors, and we made a little heart on top of a counting pin. And then this is an old bone button. I gave everyone the button. And then this just pulls around the front, some cording to keep it closed. And it has this little, I actually had it hanging on my wall at one time. I'll probably put it back up just because it's sweet and I love it. So, yeah, something kind of fun from the archives. So, what do I have now? I have some things on my radar that I've been thinking about. I belong to the Scattered Seed Sampler Club last year, and I believe this is the last one that came. I'm hoping you can see it. Remember Me. Her pieces are so beautiful, and her kits are so nice. Look how nicely that's put together. Comes with the backing fabric, a needle, some ribbon. It always comes with a little charm, each one, and there were 4. I believe she has another one for this year, but I didn't sign up because I haven't finished last year's yet. So, but that's the other ones too. I have the first one almost finished, and that's the only one that I have worked on. A lot of people have been stitching on this and getting it done. Winter Rose Manor, it's so pretty and I love it. And so I have the book, and I have the fabric from R&R, which was called Brenda's Brew, and it's really, really pretty. So I have that on my radar. I got from Modern Folk Embroidery, yes, amazing pieces. This one's called Mary Weary, 1783. I don't know, but it's so cool. I love it. And it calls for DMC, so I have my threads ready. I just need to pick a piece of linen. So I don't think that would take very long. There's some over 1, but in here, I don't think it would take too long to do this piece. Love it, love it. I've had this one on my radar for so long, and I just need to do it. I have my linen. I have, oh, actually it looks like I did start it. I don't know if I ever showed this or not. There's my little bit of a start. This is from the Scarlet Letter. And there's the picture. Isn't that pretty? Just love it. All these flower pots. That little cartouche right in the middle. Oh. And of course the house. It's fabulous. Wish I had more time. Yeah, my other problem is I can only sit for about an hour at a time and stitch, and I've got to put it down. I don't know why. I just can't sit all day and do it. Wish I could. This one, years ago, I was at the attic and I taught a class. And while I was there, I think this is when I got this. I think. This is Paulette's My Brother's Keeper. And I always liked it, but I never really looked closely at it. She's a genius. Look at the designs that she puts in each one of these blocks. I mean, look at these flowers. She's amazing. She just is amazing. So I have the conversion in silk from the attic, which is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these colors. Oh, it just feels so nice to touch them. And I have the linen, which is vintage exemplar, and it's 40 count. So there's the linen and the silk. I haven't done a really big sampler in a long time, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna try just a block at a time, start working on it, and in 10 years, I'll have it done. So those are the things that are in my pile that I've been thinking about. And then I got this from Beth. I love this. Look at the pennies. Especially, this is my favorite. I love it. This would take no time to stitch. I need to stitch these up. She's so good. Her color choices. Oh my goodness, the designers. They're just amazing. And then I need to talk about what I'm putting out. I have a couple designs coming out, and I'm going to show you. This is a re-release, and this is called Patience 1898. And I've had a lot of requests for this. It's a small sampler, super cute, no over one. It uses silk, what's it called? Needlepoint silk, and simple, not very many colors. And this frame, I'm sure you can find something similar to this. So I'm going to re-release this one. Watch for this, it should be coming out soon, in the next couple weeks. This is the original sampler. The stitched piece that Tammy Maddox stitched for me, I got it back and I sent it to Total Framing, so before too long I should have it. Her stitching is unbelievable, and her attention to detail. She writes notes, she lets me know when I've messed up my symbols or I need to add something. I send her a picture of the original and she looks at it closely and says, "Are you sure that's how you wanted that charted?" I mean, she's just amazing. So good. So here's the original, and so I will be releasing this probably in March. I don't imagine I'll get my frame piece back before then, so I'm working on getting all the charting. And then this is the last piece, and I've had this frame for a while, and I'm gonna go ahead and release this one too, and I'll probably get this one out at the beginning of March. This is called Bloomery, and it's just a little funky, it's got a little funky family here and a couple houses. And the reason why it's named Bloomery is there's a little town that we drive through on our way to back home in West Virginia. We live in Virginia. It's about a 3-hour drive. and we go kind of a back way. And so this little town is in West Virginia. It's bloomery, and I didn't know what a bloomery was, but it's like a smelting oven, and so there used to be one there, so that's why the town has that name. But as you drive through the town, just like a blink and you're gone, it has a sign and it says "On the road to everywhere," which cracks me up because it's not. It is not on the road to everywhere. It has a little gas station, and I think there's a little food mart in there. It has a post office, and it has farmhouses, and it has some really cool old houses, but just a few on both sides of the road, and you just go by at 50 miles an hour, and so it just tickles me that they say it's on the road to everywhere. So I will be releasing those soon, so you can watch for that. I haven't had a release out for a while, and so, something fun. I'm going to start putting some pictures of my older designs on Instagram again, in case you've kind of forgotten about what I released last year. And so, I have a mix of original designs, re-releases, and reproduction samplers. So that'll give you a chance to kind of look at what I have and see if there's anything that you want. I've had some people contact me about some of my older samplers, and some I will release again, and then some I just won't. And one that I've had a lot of people ask me about is called My West Virginia Home. And if you're from West Virginia, it's, or living there now or whatever, a lot of people like that, but it's not something that everyone would want. So I'm thinking about recharting that one and releasing it. I might just sell that directly and not put it out through the distributors. I'm not sure, but sometime this year I probably will, because I've had so many people ask me about it. It's a sweet little sampler. It has some over one. It's done with needlepoint silk, but it's it's not something that appeals to everybody. So watch for that, and make sure that you watch out. A lot of designers, because of the cancellation of the needlework market, are putting out things sporadically, so it's not just a big glut of new samplers. And then there will be new things that come out from the needlework online market that happens in March, and that's for shop owners. And there's quite a long list of people that are joining that. I probably will do that next year. I just don't feel, I'm just not in the right place this year, physically, the way the house is, or mentally, I don't think. So I did get another notice. There was still time to join, but it just doesn't feel right, and I don't want to rush, and I don't want to not have things ready to send out to shop owners. I will throw this in for any shop owners that happen to be watching. If they would like to, if they're interested in any automatic shipments, just contact me. Either email me, and I'll put my email in here, or comment below, and we'll talk about what I offer for automatic shipments. So anyway, again, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I've had different people show some of my pieces, my designs on their Flosstube. I just am catching up on some Flosstube. I haven't watched much lately, but Brenda and the Serial Starters, their last one in January, and Brenda showcased Hannah Clark, and so I appreciate that. I appreciate anytime anyone tags me on Instagram. It's so exciting to see that people like my designs and want to stitch them, and I feel very honored. There's a lot of things to stitch and a lot of things to buy, and we have to be, judicious with how we spend our money. So anytime anyone buys one of my designs, I feel really honored and appreciate it. So stay safe out there. Make sure that you wear your masks. I think because of these new variants, they're suggesting maybe to double mask. And my husband had already been doing that, and I think I'm going to start doing it as well. We haven't had our shots yet, our vaccines, and he will be 65 in May, so perhaps then in Virginia you have to be 65 and up. So perhaps in May he'll be able to get his. I'm not sure when I'll get mine, but I'm definitely going to go get one. My sister was excited. She got her first one, and she'll get her second one the end of this month, I believe. So anyway, take care of yourself, stay safe, protect your families, protect yourself, because we're all very important and we have people that depend on us. I'm glad that things have calmed down and people have calmed down and are feeling better, and maybe by this summer we'll be able to get out and see each other again. I'm so hoping that there will be some stitching get-togethers. I miss my stitchy friends, and I miss sitting and talking and I don't know, I've thought about maybe setting up a Zoom group. I haven't, just to see people. I miss it. My husband will only talk about cross stitch for so long. He doesn't get that excited about it. He's excited about my things and helping me, but that's about as far as it goes. He knows, I talk about the different floss tubers, and so he recognizes some of the names, but he has his things. I have mine. Whenever my bathroom gets done, I will share pictures of that. I'm super excited. I found a bed. We've had this king size bed for years, but I've never gotten a bed frame, headboard, footboard. And of course, because I only like the things that are the most expensive, I found an Ethan Allen bed that is so gorgeous, so pretty, but it's $3,000, and we're retired. I just don't know. So I've been looking for something that is not that expensive, that I will be happy with. And I have to be careful about the size. The room is small. So I'm looking at that, and I need to find a rug for the floor. And of course, I only like the most expensive rugs. There's one at Garnet Hill that is, I have the runner actually in my hallway, and I'd like to have the rug in here. It's kind of like a penny rug, but it's not. Super cute. But anyway, I will show pictures when we get it all done and things get back to normal. I will also, I'm going to work on a blog post today. I haven't done one of those in ages either, and put some pictures on there of things that I talked about today. So we'll get caught up. Again, for the 10th time or so, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all of you that put out videos, because they take a lot of time and effort and thought and working very hard at not saying every sentence. That's difficult. Have a lovely week. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I hope if you watch it, your favorite team wins, and hopefully we'll talk again soon. Bye.